And I going live. Here we are. So I forgot this game starts with just an opening. This is No Gaming Scientist. I'm Connor.
Hello.
We're doing Shadow of the Colossus, and we'll see how this goes. I haven't played this game in several years. I don't
I've never
know.
played this game.
I don't know. I might wind up with some offline stuff occasionally if I want to go catch some lizards. If I don't feel like dealing with that on screen, but
Wait, what do you mean catch lizards?
I'll show you. It's not like the most exciting thing. It's just like some of the upgrades require you to catch some to shoot some lizards in the environment, but yeah. I mean, the game still looks pretty nice. It's like it's not jaw dropping by any means in 2024, but
I mean, still pretty fire.
the environments look pretty good. And
Yeah.
part of it, I think, was achieved even back on the PS2 because they focused mostly on the environment. Like this game only has a few little bosses.
Mm-hmm.
It's otherwise just a very open world you just run around in. It's not really that big, I don't think. Like it feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I have control of the camera a little bit. This is the remastered version, to be fair. So this one came out like probably, I don't know, 2016 or something like that.
Wait, so it's a remaster of the remake, is what you're telling me?
I don't really know how they dealt
Okay.
with it, but it is like this isn't the original version on PS2. Is all I'm saying.
Right.
They improved the graphics. What's interesting about this too is like there's an entire world in here that they've just never really come back to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did finally release The Last Guardian, which I don't think it's supposed to take place in the exact same world, but it's like a very similar kind of experience.
Right.
But nothing's come out since then. So, I don't know. I wonder part of it could be just a decent amount of money may have gone into a game like this, but it's only ever really been a cult following, I think.
Mm-hmm. Or rather, I think it's very much just, mm, I wouldn't say cult, but it definitely is like people love this game. It's just,
Yeah. Oh, for some reason I thought that was more involved in that scene than there is, but
did they let you mess with the camera in the original too?
I don't remember. So I was curious about because I don't see them do as much of this like fixed camera moving around thing anymore. It was such an
Mm-hmm.
odd thing when it became ubiquitous. It's not really doing very much. You're not really in control. You can kind of just get a slightly wider view of the camera they've allowed you
Mm-hmm.
to see. And it's particularly weird when the camera also is panning.
I should go back and try to beat this on my own eventually. I think I got more or less stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of see the update in the faces.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, they are better, like, in an objective sense, but they always look a little weird when they do the
Yeah.
upscaling for older games.
And then I remember when I did play this, like, to say it controlled badly is not fair, but, like, definitely the
Oh, it's not, like, the
horse was
best.
intentionally, like, not listening to you.
Mm-hmm. I
And
think
I'm
it
like,
has some of the weirdness out of some of these older. Like, it has a lot of the same, like, weird sensibilities that you get out of, like, a Capcom game back in the day.
yeah.
Like, just odd choices for how they do control schemes and stuff. But I also think that, like, games like this are. This is a very clear early inspiration for some of the mechanics you get in a game like Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I think Breath of the Wild is, like, much more dramatic with that, of course, because. And this is, I think, a completely made up language they did in here.
Mm-hmm.
That's, like, vaguely based on others, but, like, this doesn't actually exist, if I recall correctly.
I do wonder how much of it is, like, a weird synthesis of other languages.
I mean, almost always. Maybe that's wrong. Like, not quite the right way to put it, but it's like, if you're going to build a language for this kind of stuff, you kind of have to know what you're doing. I'm actually going to look that up real quick. Oh, but has a basis in backwards Romanized Japanese or something, is what I'm hearing in a lot of places. Like,
Okay.
it's like they kind of riffed on existing languages, but but it's not actually one. This is a very long opening.
Mm-hmm.
Dormi, ifo. Alu yulat. Oshtu hailwa wuki waikwa. Ujisu hiazu tsudoko. Was nordekyo wuti yura. Izukumku. Idus orodo yu iweriko. It's not all.
But then all the iconography gives me, like, I don't know, Celtic Gaelic vibes.
Yeah, but like, that's not like the first property out of Japan that has done that kind of thing.
Oh no, absolutely not. I mean,
Like, I
our
love
beloved Zelda.
the amount of well, and then the amount of Final Fantasy stories and other anime that is like just Gnostic Christianity
Mm-hmm.
riffed on. They intersperse a lot of like Catholic imagery in a lot of things too, while like
Yeah.
telling a very like fantasy or sci-fi story.
ウロノラ โอ้ยเอาเบส
I do enjoy that the font, I think, is basically just papyrus.
Yeah.
It might be slightly modified, but like it not that much.
Mm-hmm.
You do ゆべ真田 Olam. Ola, you do new.
Just like go. Have fun.
All right. That was very weird. Like, I don't understand why they make the camera pan out like that. Yeah, a lot of the camera feels like just very floaty. The controls, rather.
Agro.
Mm-hmm.
Agro. Agro.
Already the problems with the horse.
There we go. God damn it. I forget how you go with the horse. God. Why do you get on the horse with triangle and then off the horse with X? See, so like, yeah, it's like the map is so sparse or so sparse.
Mhm.
Whatever. Do I even have a bow yet?
Absolutely not.
Oh. Oh no, yeah, I do. How do I draw it? Oh, there we go. R1, that's gross. Thought there might be a lizard around here. Well, lost a little health. So normal lizards you can kill to gain a little bit of health back, and they're like these silver-tailed lizards you gain to get a permanent. I think it's either a health increase or a stamina buff. I think.
This remake is pretty though.
Yeah. Let's see, how do I pull the sword back out? There we go. So I have to leave the horse. Get out of here. Stop it. I know. And like this was definitely a novelty at the time. Like this has been replicated in a few different games now. Like the degree of traversal. Like the style of traversal, I mean. It's not necessarily executed that well in this game, but it was kind of...
The foundation's there for others to like refine and whatnot.
Because it does feel pretty good, like the actual jumping and grabbing and traversal stuff. And I think that's like part of what makes the game still stick for a lot of people.
Unrelated to this game entirely, but I was reading a Reddit thread about how, I think it's Patient Gamers actually, and someone mentioned Star Fox 64, how it still holds up like amazingly well. And of course that steered the conversation to like, why hasn't there been a Star Fox since the failed Wii U one way back? And then I thought like, hey, oh god. I feel like Star Fox, the way the mission structure set up in 64 specifically, would like adapt really well to the roguelike genre.
Yeah, probably, actually.
Like because I don't know if you've ever played Star Fox 64, but like there's like certain set missions. Now you could randomize it more or add more by adding just more random space battles, but like the overall structure is pretty easy to like adapt to a roguelike map. I mean, in a Hades fashion, right? And then you can just choose upgrades for your R-Wing over time. Or you can just do the glowy thing, right? Like, this shit is, like, what I really liked about this game. But now imagine, like, what if you had, like, some Jusant, like, mechanics? Or how, like, oh boy. Oh my god. Now I'm thinking, like, modern game, I want to be fast at this. What if you got, like, a grappling hook that you can throw?
Yeah.
Like, add a little bit more complexity to it. This is pretty simple climbing for the most part.
I would like to see, like, a resurrection of this style of game, though. Like, I know things like Monster Hunter are similar.
I tried getting into Monster Hunter World, like, a lot. I tried, like, at least 3 or 4 times, but I just can't get into it for some reason. Oof. Let's see, like... I was like, should you have gone for a bigger hit on the leg there to, like, stagger him more? Oh, wait, can you even do anything until you shine the light? Because that sound wasn't very encouraging.
Jeez. Did I miss one before this?
Well, I'm wondering because you got the prompt to shine the light. I don't know if that actually affects like how much he's gonna get damaged.
Jeez. Not even on the fur right now. I don't know if that does anything. I've never tried it. Yeah, like this first one's not meant to be like that complicated.
No.
I think they make it a little more challenging on her. Like I think they even add like extra, and then you try to run away. Oh no, run away. So I think on higher difficulties they like add additional spots even as part of how they make it more difficult. Like you have to disable more spots on the Colossus. So you just have like more climbing around and stuff like that. But I just went with normal. I don't want to.
I wonder.
I don't see any reason to stress myself out with this game.
No, not Shadow of the Erd Tree, even though I know that's on everyone's mind. Actually, when is that coming up?
It's like end of June, right?
I'm gonna look it up. I wanted to see what other games are like Shadow of the Colossus.
Like I think Breath of the Wild is an obvious one, and then like as far as traversal, yeah, Jusant definitely like is reminiscent of this. Jusant is interesting. Like the thing about games like Jusant that always kind of disappoint me is that like I almost want to see that kind of traversal in like a Tomb Raider game or something, where it's like just getting around the map just feels that good. And then there's also really good combat or something. You know what I mean?
Now, I will say if we are gonna go the Jusant route, I think I would like for it to be a bit faster because Jusant is very much. I would throw it into that like cozy realm of game,
Yeah.
and by that I mean strictly more just like
It's pretty much all puzzle.
it's all puzzle. Like you are not.
So all puzzle and story. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no urgency to anything you're doing.
Yeah. So if we wanted to add combat to Jusant, I would like to add more. Like,
I mean, I don't need
what's
it
what
to be
I'm
like a
looking for?
Jusant game. I just mean like the control scheme. I think is really
Well,
cool.
yeah, yeah, no, no, yeah, but like still, the control scheme of Jusant, I think, is still very much like slow and methodical. Whereas, like, if we're gonna add combat to that mix, I want to be able to move quickly as well. What I want to know, sorry, is I plan to play probably Tomb Raider reboot series as my next game, but like curious how good can I make it look? We'll probably eventually do the entire series at some point.
Making the mount in the same button as the spurring button is like devious. I don't know how to slow down the horse.
I think you literally have to pull back on the reins.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can notice anything up there.
I think I fought 2 or 3 of them before I got stuck and not sure what to do next. And I think other games came up that were more important to me at the time.
Yeah, a lot of these games are really cool because they do like these. This game's cool because it has these set pieces though, because you get this like slightly different camera pan.
This nice vista, yeah.
And it's just like similar to like Elden Ring, you're told a story like. Ominous. Color palette. Some help right here. That was just a little rough. Like, it kind of looks like they have like those like I can't remember what they call them exactly, but the special ninja eyes from Naruto.
I know nothing of Naruto, so I'm not gonna be helpful here.
Oh wow! I read several issues of the series when Shonen Jump was running, so
Right.
before it got canceled in the States. supposed to do this like pounce thing.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, that was the wrong spot.
I remember being annoyed with this one.
Yeah, because it's hard to get the right shot in. Unless you do that.
Mm-hmm. Did my research. Apparently, I can't get the definitive edition of Tomb Raider on Steam at all. This music slaps though.
Yeah.
Now,
I have to like run up that portion, but I have to do it when he's not shaking too much.
okay, I was. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this game gets kind of ridiculous sometimes like that. Because I don't really know that I should.
This man's
have
upper
that.
arm strength.
Hmm?
This man's upper arm strength, though.
Where's the symbol at on this one? I forget.
Is it more towards the back?
Must be. There might be 2 on this one.
Yeah. Or do you have to reveal it with the sword?
Maybe.
I mean, they tutorialize that, so I'm like, it has to be part of the process, I feel.
Oh, I don't have the sword out. That's why. God damn it. Wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it didn't show up. I was like, I know it's on his face. There are things about this game I don't remember, but
How have they not made a, like, XCOM-y X-Men game?
interesting question. I don't know.
I mean, there's Midnight Suns, which obviously, like,
It's similar. Okay, so now I feel
has at least 2 or 3... Actually, the roster in Midnight Suns is primarily X-Men, now that I think about it. It's near his butt.
probably.
Just the ragdoll physics that have to happen. Right in the butt. Can we name the episode What in the Butt?
I don't care.
Okay. That's all I'm asking.
And then you get pierced through. And it gets all covered in the in the model, so you don't even see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I actually think that is a good length for the first episode. So.
Uchi Mang.
Sure. Oh yeah, see, my other save last time I played this was... I don't know, I guess that is just both of them. Oh, it's a Shrine of Worship, because it saves when you go to that. That's right. And that's, I think, maybe the advantage of them. I don't know if you can save out in the world otherwise. But anyway, that's No Gaming Scientist. Peace.
Bye.